taking care of your health is the most important thing you will ever do in your entire life. And I can't stress that enough. See, too many people worry about everything else except for the thing that actually matters and matters the most, right? We want to live a long life. Everybody, we all want to live a long life, right? We feel like old age is promised to us, you know, because we wake up day in, day out, every day with ease, you know, to the point where we feel like old age, you know, we will likely reach old age, right? But let me tell you something. If you continue to abuse your body, if you continue to abuse your body and your health, you will be one of those people who will be cut down, whose life will be cut short, or will be altered by the decisions that you made in your youth, you know, in your younger years. You know, see, now, I'm 42 years old. You know, I'll be 43 next month. This is April of 2026, right? I'll be turning 43 in May, okay? But ever since I hit my 40s, something happened. Something changed, you know, mentally, physically, spiritually, all wrapped up in one. You know, I had an epiphany a few years ago. You know, my whole life, I just been stuffing food down, just any whatever I desire. You know, and you know how they say the things that are best for you don't always taste the best. They don't always come served on a silver platter, right? But the things that's not so good for you, they come on a diamond tray. Understand that. They're hard to resist. It's hard to resist the things that's not good for you. You know, and it's very interesting, man. It's very interesting to say the least. A lot of us, we will see old age. But, however, old age in what condition? In what condition do you want to be when you hit those 40s, those 50s, 60s, 70s? In what condition, you know, do you see yourself in? Ask yourself that question, man. You know, and then understand that you have full control on how those later years turn out by making smarter decisions right now. Right now. Change your diet. You know, start divorcing all of those fried foods. You know, those sodas. You know, high fructose drinks. You know, start replacing your diet with fruit, where you can get the natural sugars, you know, where your body get the nutrients that you need to sustain and live a long, prosperous, and healthy life. You know, because it's very imperative, man. You know, not many people talk about it. But I can say one thing, and this is not a race thing, man, but my whole life, man, you know, just taking a walk in the park. You see white folks, man, they out there, they jogging, they riding their bikes. You know, they know what's up. They know what's up. You know, but in black culture, you know, very few of us really, you know, really take care of our health the way that we should. You know, And like I said, it's not a race thing because there are many white folks out there who, you know, who do the same things, you know, mistreat their bodies, you know, and just do things, all sorts of things that they had no business doing, you know, things that is going to be to their detriment if they continue to go down the road that they're traveling on, right? But I want to say this: more of us in the black culture need to wake up and understand the importance of our health. You know, the importance of feeding ourselves mentally, physically, and spiritually with nothing but positivity. You know, because let me tell you something. You ain't got to go looking for negativity. It's all around us. Everywhere you turn. Everywhere you turn, you will see negativity. You know, it's never scarce. But I want you to understand this. When it comes to positive, you know, instilling positivity into your life, you know, sometimes it can be a bit lonely because the world thrives on, you know, the negative. Everybody loves the negative, right? The women, you know, the drugs, you know, the gateway drugs, you know, just the culture here in you know, in the West, the culture, you know, and like I said, that's not a race thing because we're all guilty of it, you know. But many of us will not, unfortunately, have the chance to grow old in a healthy manner, you know, and maintain good health, right? See, the blessing in growing old, taking care of yourself as you grow old, the blessings that you will receive in return, you know, for what you in your younger years is unlike anything you are likely to experience up until that point.
I want you guys to believe. Don't just listen to me. Feel me in your soul. Believe you can win. Believe you can